Hey there, friendos! Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back again with more Alpha Protocol. Today I am joined by my homie, Skyler the Creator.
What's up?
And when we last left Michael Thorton, he went into a warehouse for a reason that did not involve Tony Hawk to get a little bit of data out of what turned out to be a G-22 cell that was operating in Taipei for reasons currently unknown. There, he met a man named Albatross, who was surprisingly pleasant for someone talking to someone who'd basically just burglarized a warehouse that was technically his property. Anyways, just responding to an email here. Crap, I just said anyways again. Man, I use that word a little bit too much in my commentary. And, in order to gain relationship with Scarlet, everything after the plane, you have to respond to her in a professional manner, not flirtatiously. Yeah. However, on the plane out of Saudi Arabia, you only get relationship boosts with her if you use the suave approaches, you know?
Suave.
Yeah. Now these little emails right here, the ones that Mike appears to have sent to himself, are Halbeck data. You can send these to Halbeck in order to get $15,000 extra cash. You can sell them to the clearinghouse in order to get $3,000 extra cash. Although honestly, I don't really know why you would sell it to the clearinghouse over Halbeck, because clearinghouse doesn't really provide you any discounts for it, you know. Now we only have level 3 with Scarlet, so I'm probably gonna just send the email to her. All right, got a perk for sending a ton of emails, and a +1 with Scarlet. And
+1.
yes, and this one's from Stephen Heck. Long story short, he goes on about a bunch of conspiracy theories, and he also mentions something about banks offering people houses even though they knew they couldn't pay for them. Yada yada yada. The polite response will give you a +1 with Stephen. This one, as you could probably tell, gives you a -1. And if you talk like Steven does, then yep, you get a +2 with him. Okie dokie. So, it is time we get on with that business that Hong Sher sent us on a couple parts, well, last part. See, we have to go to deal with a bunch of his men. By the way, Hong Sher is a Triad boss. A bunch of his men decided to split from his Triad in order to form their own, because theirs would make more money, you know? Now, I don't know if I've talked about this with you before, but how high do you value loyalty?
Me, specifically?
Yeah.
Loyalty is extremely important to me.
Yes. Okay, I'm not far from
And even if you're just splitting with someone for financial reasons, that's not really a...
the head of an organized crime syndicate?
Well, long story short,
that's a stretch.
The disloyalty does not pay as well as you think it would, no matter how much money you think you'd be making. Was that rambling?
Possibly. I'm not sure. I didn't follow.
Long story short, in the words of Marcus Reed in True Crime New York City, motherfuckers with no loyalty don't deserve to live. Was that a little bit harsh?
A little harsh, but I understand you. I got
you.
I got you.
I honestly just wanted to quote a line from True Crime New York City, because that's a decent game. By the way, there was a bonus piece of intel in the clearinghouse that I could have bought that all it would have done is unlock this door. I mean, the phrasing of it makes it sound like... oh, crap. Makes it sound like that you'll actually have one of Hong Sher's men as backup on this mission.
Is it weird, but whenever there's like a hacking sequence, that I get like this weird satisfying feeling when the door unlocks?
Huh.
Is that like a weird thing?
Not really.
That's interesting.
It's like I did this.
Well, to be fair, I also get a similar feeling whenever I successfully hack stuff in Watch Dogs. Hang on a second, gonna deep six these fools.
Oh.
Yep, thank you, chain shot. And this mission doesn't really matter if you, oh crap, they spotted me. Okay, stealth failed hardcore. Gonna charge up a critical hit on this. Whoa!
That looked like that hurt. Oh, crap, he's dead. Oh,
No, I just knocked him out real good.
Oh, he's got hurt later.
Okay.
Ow.
Huh. And it seems that there... And then there were two. Huh, that went pretty well, actually.
Mm.
All it did was basically draw aggro of a couple dudes outside, and Red-Eye Jin, the first trader, is just holed up in his little lab here. Didn't really...
Lighting in this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The detail.
Yeah. That's one of the upsides of 2010, you know? Well, 2010 lighting, well, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4 was already out by now, and that game had some pretty cool lighting effects. Made you feel a lot like you were in New York City, almost. Okay.
Where are you hiding?
Okay.
Yes.
Oops, I almost forgot to switch to my lethal rounds. Lethal Enforcers. Alright, he seems to have, okay, looks like Red-Eye, that was his name, by the way, if you didn't notice the little health meter at the top of the screen. Okay, his shooting may have drawn aggro of that one dude outside, but otherwise, no real consequences. And time to shut off some cameras so we can sneak around a little bit easier.
So did we get all the two that were left, or is there more, technically?
No, there are more. This level is not that short.
Oh, okay.
Case... By relation, it's also probably my least favorite level in the game because of its length to checkpoint ratio. As in, there are virtually no checkpoints in this level. And the moral of that story was, don't rush in blindly at noises, or something. Time to hack another computer. By the way, one of the secondary objectives is to figure out the exact
Interesting.
rationale as to why the Triad's defected.
10-page list of Triad members.
How does that help us?
I think it may be a list of all the defectors.
You said 10 pages? How many defectors are there?
A hell of a lot more than Hong sure told us about.
You better watch yourself, Mike. There's no telling what else you forgot to tell us about.
Thoughts exactly.
The first sign that Hong Sure might have been massaging the numbers as to what was actually going on with the quote-unquote defectors. Thought there was a guy who walks up here. Maybe I'm thinking about a sequence later in the level. By the way, that does not mean we get a checkpoint, that's just another loading screen.
Loading, 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 load back.
Well, to be fair, it's better than loading times on certain PS2 games. Yeah, this ain't Beatdown Fists of Vengeance levels of loading.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, damn! Okay.
Get them red marks!
Well, I just upgraded, let's see how them shot traps can do on it. Okay, this seems to have gone horribly amiss!
Yeah.
Okay, and, now we have a visual on the second defector, Tony Sang, identifiable by his,
Ow.
whack!
Whack that fly. Whack a whack a whack.
Smoke out the rats!
Hiya! Hiya!
Alright, okay, turns out, once again I realized that commentary and, actually, being good at the game is a lot harder than I thought it'd be. Yeah, normally it's a very, very, very stupid idea to try to take on any of the Triads head-on because it says they have really good martial arts skills, and I'm not stereotyping there. See?
We should do a live cam of me playing video games of zombies. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Just saying for funny stuff, if you ever want that, we should do that.
See? Many Triad soldiers are skilled hand-to-hand combatants as well, and they are frequently trained in martial arts with focus on deflecting an enemy's strikes and delivering up devastating counterattacks. Ironically enough, that's one of the ways that I deal with enemies who tend to block when you tend to get close and start spamming the melee. They just start blocking all the time. The trick is, wait until they start a melee attack of their own, then you go for the attack. It's actually one of the neater strategies. Oh. Crap. Oh. Oh. Okay, time for plan B. Fortunately, I managed to whittle his health all the way down to virtually nothing. Time to All right then. Crisis averted. And one last snitch to worry about. Hold on.
Oh, that guy just dropped like it was hot.
Well, that's one of the side effects of headshots.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. One bullet in the dome, boop, dead. And look at that. Another computer to hack.
I say that a lot. I should stop.
Yeah, maybe. I was about to say something.
Yeah, sorry. I try to do that for like dramatic effect, and I'm just like,
A friendly neighborhood Triads have been dealing with Al-Samad.
Huh.
Kidding. Why would they be working together? Any details of the arrangement?
Nope, just some ledgers detailing various transactions.
Huh. So it looks like these guys decided to split with Hong Shur and start working with Al-Samad. They're the bad guys whose events started the game, by the way. Ooh! Door kick!
Right, Mike. Keep looking.
Well,
There has to be more to this.
could have phrased that better.
Huh?
I kind of could have phrased that better. That was a gate, not a door.
Oh. Same thing.
Kind of.
The door to a fence. It's a gate. Same thing.
Yeah. They're dudes. Oh. 500 in there. Just going around here scavenging for anything I can find. Just picked up some steel core rounds for my pistol. Those are bullets that do more damage. And this is the way to proceed. Time to go back into crouch walk mode. Oh look, there was a turret that I could have used to level that entire place if I had remembered that it was up there, and that this was how you get in here. Oh look, a downstairs area. Wonder if there's any goodies down here?
Candy!
$2,000 and some info on the Triads.
Tasty candy.
Yes, and in the espionage world, info can be quite valuable like this. Huh. So apparently, the elite soldiers wear red tracksuits and carry pistols. Looks like whenever I start seeing red, there's probably going to be a lot of really tough dudes in the building, you know?
You got this.
Just saying. Okay, there's a... Yes, sir. Ignore the door that just mysteriously opened. Also, something I've noticed is that they can't see at 90-degree angles. They have, like, tunnel vision when it comes to that, you know? As in, like, if you're standing next to them and they're walking straight ahead, not even remotely looking your direction, then then you can consider that a good cue to try to take them out with a stealth attack. Hey, look, we got checkpoints now. Okay, so it looks like there's more than one checkpoint in this mission, but I just kind of forgot about it. Just kind of got stuck in the room. Right, now you notice something over there? As in, like, no awareness pips? Oh, it just popped up.
Oh.
Why would they give guard duty to an accountant? Apparently
Now you may be wondering why I'm hesitating. It's because I'm
maybe our visitors will take care of it for him.
Oh, they're apparently aware that there seems to be somebody in their midst.
Sorry.
Angry glare.
I stopped myself.
Well, time to put... Well, I upgraded the flashbang grenades. Time to put them to good... Ah, crap. Misfire.
Ooh, was that a grenade? Or...
Yes, that was a flashbang grenade. Okay, so, second time's the charm.
Attack!
Alright, got $2,000 out of their little poker game. Time to proceed to the final section of the level. The sewer.
Smells divine.
Huh. I imagine it would. You think it smells divine? You should hear some of the dialogue that you get when you walk in the muck.
Muck. Sounded like a funny word. Oh, the guy just went.
Ooh, you know what? I'd give that a 10 for the effort, but a 0 for the landing.
His face is like in the concrete.
No, that's just a really bad blood texture. And
Oh.
Oh, man. I don't even want to think about what I'm stepping in right now.
Ah!
Learn everything I'm wearing when I get back.
yeah, and there's actually another piece of dialogue along those lines later in the level, albeit you actually have a justifiable reason to go into... Shot that guy so hard I leveled up.
Nice!
Nope. Just gonna activate Shadow Operative. And... I wonder if he saw my point. I was going for a pun.
I think I get it.
Just checking around all these extra rooms. Alright, now those EMP charges that I brought in for this mission, those will actually come in handy for one bit. It'll actually make dealing with Eric Chung a little bit simpler, because one of the things that I can do is automate the turrets to work for me, basically. Hold on a second, just gotta deal with the night guard here.
Oh, you out, boy!
Okay, just waiting for that one guy staring at the window to look away. Come on, man. Moment. Alrighty, see that computer over there?
Mm-hmm.
Putting in work. Oh, and, hold on a second. Just gotta hit this over here.
I found controls for the sluice gates. Should provide for an interesting approach.
Okay, now all those turrets are on my side. They seem to be dealing with Mr. Chung quite well. Now it's literally just him out there.
And then there was one.
Yes. And time to,
Celeste, the lieutenant.
Good work.
And time to do something that I had failed to do earlier. Take this turret for a test drive.
I'm on my way.
Wait a minute. Mike, satellite's picking up multiple individuals headed your way fast.
Triads?
Probably. They're armed like triads anyway.
How much time do I have?
Not long. We'll be there in less than a minute. You better find a good defensive position.
Good thinking.
It looks like they'll be coming in from the loading dock, directly opposite the door you entered from.
Loading dock, huh?
Covering that entrance. That might
And it looks
just
like
something go wrong, though.
I already managed to commandeer the turret that's facing the loading dock. Taking a few seconds. Oh, there they are.
Horse!
Heh.
Take that, red blip! Die, red blip!
Heh. Smoking fools like it's April 20th up in here. Kind of a chicken shoot right now because the turret is pretty. Oh crap! The mounted machine gun turrets are quite good at laying fools out. All right, survived the ambush. Now it's time to check out the second batch of sewer water for that other reward and the other bit of dialogue.
I need you to look something up for me.
Sure. What do you need?
Exactly how many diseases can I get from walking in this?
Don't be such a baby. You'll be fine. After you get your shots. And a full course of antibiotics. And a month in the quarantine room.
They left that part out of the recruitment brochures.
And what was in that suitcase that was down here? $1,000. Was it worth it? Yes. Yes, it was. Now it's time to check that safe that I neglected to check earlier. Ooh. Pick up that ammo netting.
Well, it's official. Red lion my ass. More like red liar. I hope you're sitting down for this.
It's one of the benefits of a desk job.
According to this series of emails, the defectors aren't the one who killed Hong Shi's second in command. The big man did it himself.
Why would he do that?
The guy had the audacity to openly speak out against the gang's affiliation with Al Samad. Hong Shi decided to make an example of him. It wasn't pretty. There were needle-nosed pliers involved.
That's quite an example.
I'll upload the intel to you. This might be useful later.
Got it.
Okay, so it turns out that Hong Shi's men did not defect because they thought they could make more money. They defected because they didn't take kindly to their boss associating himself with a terrorist group and then laying out one of their own. Nevertheless, it's time to get out of this murky sewer, get above ground for a few minutes.
Quick breather.
Yes, for a quick breather, and a level that is comparatively calmer, you know? A little bit more emphasis on stealth, and it's also one of the levels you can use to make progress towards the one with the shadows achievement. It's the one where you complete 3 levels without raising any alarms and killing less than 5 people. I gotta charge this thing up.
What are you charging?
Computer.
Aha.
The Game Capture HD software tends to eat through power like crazy.
Mr. Thornton, you return. The television is already humming with talk of your assault on the slums.
Everything's taken care of. But next time, tell me your lieutenant's defected because you killed one of them as a warning.
I did not feel you needed to know this, Mr. Thornton. Nor do my men. I trust I can rely on you.
Now, if you decided to use that betrayal intel against Hong Shi as blackmail, then you could have gotten a little extra money out of him or some bonus intel on the National Security Bureau. But if you do that, then unless you pick the friendship option, which gives you a +1 relationship with Hong Shi, then you don't get backup in the final Taipei mission.
Mr. Thornton,
which could come in handy as
Well, in this business.
if you play your cards right, you could be getting backup from both the Triads and G22.
And how does that put
Makes
you
sense.
in a position
Yeah.
to know about
So it's basically a handicap match, and you're one of the three. You know,
Fair enough. Let's see it.
As promised, Mr. Thornton.
you do know how handicap matches in wrestling work, right? It's a 1-on-3 affair.
Sort of.
Okay, just making
Pleasure
sure you
doing
understood
business
my
with you.
phrasing.
And with you, Mr. Thornton. Oh, there is one other thing. Beware of the man called Omen Dang.
Never heard of him. Maybe you should tell him to beware of the man called Mike Thornton. Anyway, what's he got to do with this?
I'm afraid no one really knows. He is a powerful man in Taipei. And I have heard his name mentioned along with the rumors of this assassination.
We'll see. Keep your nose clean, Hong.
So it looks like somebody named Omen Deng might be involved with this assassination plot. Should be on the lookout for that cat. But, nevertheless, I do believe that
Aren't cats referred to as women? And
No.
Dogs or
No, cat. No, I mean, like, cat can be used to refer to men and women. Sorry, I slipped into hip-hop phraseology for a second there for whatever reason.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm sending you the data. I'm sure.
Yeah, I do that sometimes.
This
Got it.
Anything?
According to this, the White Oak Mountain Triad was approached to provide security for a diplomatic exchange at a subway station on the Xingmei line tomorrow night.
Nobody hires Triad gangsters to provide security for a diplomatic exchange. Any hint what was really going on?
Hong Shui's lieutenants dug into the guy's background. Turns
Ah,
out,
what about
this
it?
is an NSB deep cover.
Like how,
I don't know.
After some
Her bangs
persuasion,
bother me.
he let slip that he was working undercover to foil a major
Huh.
political
I would fire for
assassination.
stylist.
Persuasion. Do I want to know?
well, that is an interesting thing to point out.
That's not a lot of new information.
But,
It's
yeah, then again, it's another example of, like, PlayStation 2 hair, you know, like, everyone, like, all the women have shortish hair because they can't animate hair flowing around.
Yeah.
Which is strange because Mina's ponytail actually is animated when you,
Well, neither am I.
in,
but I did
most
offer
of the
to help
shots
me get
she's in.
access to the NSB's archive.
just pointing that
Touch
out.
when I have more news.
Okay. Good luck, Mike.
Wondering what I could put it in. I'll put everything in technical. No, wait. Yeah, let's put another level in stealth. I'm leveling up technical aptitude because it's for a mission in Moscow where ordinarily you're supposed to, in that mission, you're supposed to choose between either getting data and saving your handler. However, if your technical aptitude skill is high enough, or you have the veteran background, then you can actually get both the data and save your handler. Really handy. I think I just, Okay, so, once again, proof that I may have wanted to have been a little bit nicer to Darcy, because, if you have a positive rep with him, he's like, hey, man, listen, you really should just give yourself up peacefully. Don't want to have to come to anything, hasty, you know? So, long story short, Stephen Heck thinks that I'm playing right along with him with his conspiracy theories, and he's 100% down with that. And with that being done, time to go check out the Grand Hotel. See if we can snag a little intel from this security conference. I bought a little bit of... I bought all the intel of this before starting the warehouse mission, so that's why I already have it.
Is this Scarlet? This is...
Mike, from the plane, right?
You remember.
You didn't give me a reason to forget.
Heard you were in Taipei, thought I'd call.
So, it takes me coming to Taipei for you to get back to me?
In a city this big, I wanted to see a friendly face, since you were here.
You figured I'd do. So, you're lonely?
I suppose I should be flattered, right?
That's not the reason I called, but if you want to be flattered, go ahead. I'm here in town trying to find out all I can about President Sung and the upcoming rally.
So? Why? Is there something wrong?
His life is in danger.
Why do you think that?
I have an inside source. He's a target, and I need to warn him. I don't have a lot of friends here in Taipei, and certainly not ones with press credentials who can move freely. Can you help me?
What did you have in mind?
A little covert operation, if you're up for it.
I might be. I'd need the details first.
I'll fire them over, along with the location to meet up.
All right, then. Talk to you soon, Mike.
She sounds nice.
Yes. Hang on a second, trying to, Well, Courtenay Taylor does have that, quality about her voice. By the way, if you're wondering why I pronounced her name like that, it's because that's the way her name is spelled. She spells it with an E because she's really cool like that, you know?
Everybody online?
In position in the lobby.
In position to rain death on my enemies.
Okay, team. This isn't going to be easy, but you're some of the best people in your fields.
Some of?
Okay, you're the best. If we stick to the plan, this will go off without a hitch.
Thanks for the pep talk, Mike.
Steven, you're with me. There will be a map of the conference in the security office. You're going to be my distraction.
Can do, Mike. Would you prefer a hot distraction or a loud distraction?
What's the difference?
Hot distractions have more fire.
No casualties, Steven. Especially not civilians. Are we clear?
Sure, Mike, whatever you say. Minimum carnage, no sweat.
Scarlett, I need you to stay in the lobby for now. Hang out in the bar, see if you can find me a lonely convention attendee.
And do what with him exactly?
Talk him up, find out something useful. Use some of those ace reporter skills I hear so much about.
Sure, Mike.
Should be a piece of cake for you.
I'll call you as soon as I have anything. What about me?
I need your eyes on the security systems. Any advance warning you can give me about enemy placement and awareness.
Already on it. I'll stay in touch.
Okay, everybody knows the score, so let's move out. Remember, people, this is our one chance to get this intel. Let's do it right. Good luck, Thorton out.
So, you notice something about the timestamp at the beginning of the mission where it gives you the time and a location of where you are right now? It said it was 2:43 military time, because it does a 24-hour clock. Is it my imagination, or is this abnormally bright for 2:43 in the morning? Well, I'll just assume that Obsidian meant to make this 2:43 in the afternoon, and they kind of bungled it up a little, but no sweat. Switching to tranquilizer rounds, because I'm not interested in civilian casualties right now.
Heads up, Mike.
Just switching.
The administrative offices are under guard.
Wait.
And they've got security.
Wait, I'm just seeing if I have an infrared flashbulb in my, Crap, I didn't.
Camera set up.
Anybody? You like those TV puppet shows?
Huh? Mike, check out what I just... Boy, fantastic. He never saw...
Nice distraction. Thanks, Steven.
Huh. Well, the important thing is I managed to subdue everybody reasonably quickly, and I didn't even kill anybody.
They're all knocked down.
Yep. Slap the flavor out their mouth like they mama should have done.
They got bad soap.
Yeah. Alright. Now I'm breaking into a lot of the stuff here to grab some gear, and also shutting off the security cameras so I can roam about this floor a little bit more freely. Now that computer right there, that's the one I gotta hack in order to get a map of the security conference and therefore make progress in the level. However, I'm taking a little extra time to explore the area and grab a little free merchandise. Extended pistol clip. I don't really need to fire that many shots from a pistol in the first place, but it's a nice consideration.
Take them jelly beans!
Yeah, that's what we'll call the tranquilizer rounds, jelly beans. Alright, got myself 74 jelly beans in total, with 59 in reserve. Life is lovely sometimes. Man. This level is kind of one of my favorites, partially because of how there's so many things to hack. I mean, I feel like I'm playing Deus Ex Human Revolution here. You know, a lot of hackable computers and whatnot in that game. Just hacked the NSB server, got a little more intel on them. By the way, I almost feel like I should make a bonus video detailing all the intel that I find. And I actually managed to 100% the NSB dossier. So. Not really that much to worry about, considering that you only see them in this mission, and some security guards in the next mission, the one that takes place in the subway, where killing the security guards in that mission has the same effect as killing guards in this one. Oh, right, I gotta go over to the computer and hack it. By the way, the more agent points that I earn over a playthrough, the harder it will be to hack certain stuff, except for mission-critical things that you need to hack in order to make progress on the mission. Those will all be quite simple to gain access to, you know?
Watch for opportunities to get one. You need to get to this information.
Tell me something I don't know.
Mike, it's Scarlet. I've got something for you.
Great, let's have it.
A certain Halbeck security officer has a distinct weakness for Mai Tais and redheads, in that order.
Get anything useful out of him?
Not much. Just his room key.
He didn't happen to have an access pass for the elevators to the convention floor, did he?
You know, funny enough, I think he did.
That's perfect. You did great, Scarlet.
One more little surprise for you. I managed to snap a picture of him. Seems like if security were told it was the face of a known sex offender.
That would make a nice distraction for hotel security. Good call.
Meet me in the restroom by the VIP suite. I'll give you what I have.
On my way.
Oh, I can't hack this yet. Okay, time to go meet up with Scarlet. Get the press pass from that guy.
Here you go, Mike.
You're the best. Did I ever tell you that?
Not often enough, I think.
Thanks, Scarlet.
I'll be seeing you, Mike.
Alright, now to do that other thing Scarlet told us about. Let's create a little distraction for hotel security.
When they're blue, they don't detect you at all, correct?
No, oh, you were talking about the awareness pips.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they're blue, they, it means they have no idea where you are. Time to,
I thought they were called awareness blips.
well, blips, pips, whatever, it's the same thing.
Oh. But yeah, they don't.
And
that should
To Catch a Predator, Taipei edition.
Taiwan. Megan's Law.
And time to jack this safe, see what's in here. I honestly would have preferred a Sleeping Dog style lockpicking mechanic where you move the sticks as opposed to using L2 and R2. But as you see, I got 25 XP from it, and I managed to get $10,000 out of that safe.
Nice candy!
Gimme them ducats, fool.
Yes, what is it?
Sir, you'll have to come with us.
For what? Is this a joke?
You think touching kids is a joke? You sick bastard. Move it.
What are you talking about? I haven't done it.
Move. We aren't going to ask again.
Basically, what hacking the sex offender database does for the room up here is just take him out of the map. As in, like, just vanishes. You don't actually see him getting hauled out of the room by security. I mean, but it is a pretty good way to get him out of there without actually harming him, you know? Let's see what kind of files he's got on hand.
Tell me the deets!
Alright, got me some Halbeck intel. Can't wait to
Nice
send...
XP.
Yeah, how much was it?
75.
Nice. You know, looks like the rep bought himself a personal safe. Let's see what kind of stuff he's got in here. Guessing $5,000 at least.
It's a puppy!
Oh, there, that was where the Halbeck data was, in his safe.
Ah.
And,
Alright, I've got the access badge and a floor plan of the hotel. Looks like the express elevator in the penthouse goes straight to the conference floor.
Good work, Mike. The NSB is patrolling the area. If you watch their pattern, you should be able to find a gap in their patrol and move past without them seeing you.
I wonder if there was something down by the bar. If there was like some extra money to pick up there.
Is that like a camera light?
Yes.
Okay. It like detects if you're there or not too.
Yeah, it's basically it's a lot more obvious than most other stealth action games I've played in terms of where the light is pointing, but just trying to avoid getting spotted by the guard here. Screw this. By the way, that does not count as him detecting me. His pip was still blue.
Sneaky.
$5,000 tip on the bar?
Somebody's got expensive candy.
Somebody's got themselves an expensive taste, you know? Yeah. Even I have no idea what I was trying to say there. And time to go.
Well, Mike, really great. You think you could do me a solid and find a file on the NSB servers for me?
I guess. What file?
Mike, it'd mean a lot to me.
Sure. I'll take a look.
You're the best, Mike.
Alright, after we get this NSB intel from the security conference, it might want to see what kind of file Steven was talking about. Okay, just trying to get a little gain entry from another side of the Yeah, it's kind of like in Hitman Blood Money. It doesn't matter how much you open and shut the door, just as long as no one actually sees you doing it, you know? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Reality, that would detect something.
Yeah, or like a higher difficulty level in a modern Hitman game. Mm-hmm. Oh, almost got spotted by that dude. See if I can flush him out a little. Okay, so these guys are a lot more perceptive than I expected them to be.
Oh, is this all one big mission?
The hotel right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one big mission. Huh, I think I seem to have broken their AI a little bit.
They're yellow blips.
Yeah, they're staying yellow for an abnormally long time. Did I level up when I wasn't paying attention? No, I'm close. Just got like 700, no wait, 500, a little under 500 XP to go before I can level up. Mm-hmm. Then I could have got chain shot upgraded to 3 shots. Yeah. for him to inch his way out. Screw it, I'm gonna go. Nobody cared who I was. Okay, I am actively surprised that that went down as well as I thought it did. Managed to get $5,000 and 12 jelly beans out of that briefcase that was sitting on the table.
Yeah, buddy!
We're still going with jelly beans as slang for tranquilizer rounds, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, actually.
This
Jelly beans! What is
it? I see a meme coming.
Descriptions, basic intel. I'm downloading this.
Anything more immediate?
Some attempt at infiltration into his organization was made, and before the agent in question was killed, he was able to bug some important intel.
That could be useful.
You're telling me.
Hey, Mike, you're not gonna go and do something like forget to wipe my file for me, are you?
That last hack set off their system alarms. I do this, we might have to shoot our way out. Okay, then. I'll get right on that.
Stephen Heck seems
If I
a bit
do this for you,
on
do you
board
promise
with
not to
the
make a mess
concept
on
of
your way
shooting
out?
his way out of here.
Sure, Mike. You'll be spick and span. Trust me. Knew I should have brought extra bleach.
Should look at it.
I'm trying to see what time it is.
It's 4:36. I had to tell you.
Oh.
You're just trying to reset the prompts. And
Mike, what did you do? NSC security just went to full alert.
now, if I didn't do that, then I would have been able to just sneak out of here, and the only problem would have been -2 reputation with Stephen Heck. Okay, I probably should have switched to flashbangs. I mean, like...
Steven, do you copy?
Like a floppy. What's up?
I took care of that file you asked me about. As far as the NSB is concerned, there's nobody in the world named Steven.
Hey, that's great.
Yep, see what I mean? Just wait until they attack, then go for the counterattack.
Suddenly having no legal identity, but hey, thanks anyways.
Sure, no problem.
Throw that jelly bean!
No, that's a flashbang grenade.
Oh. Then... Oh.
Just running past everybody, because that seems like the more pragmatic option right now.
Damn it, Heck, what the hell are you doing?
Steven, you said distraction. Is distracting enough?
Heck?
Wait, there's no time. Just get out of there.
Steven seems quite into this sort of mayhem.
So while you work...
Yeah, Steven's just that kind of guy. Yep.
Gonna
Like I said,
gonna whistle at the same time, you know, casual stuff, everyday stuff, you know.
yeah, like I said, Stephen Heck is basically Deadpool in terms of,
I love Deadpool! I was
Yeah.
just
Hell,
thinking
he's
about Deadpool too, well, that's weird.
yeah, and he's even voiced by, yeah, and they're even both voiced by Nolan North.
Holy whoop!
Okay, time to get out of here. Steven can deal with all the guards in the lobby.
Tunnels underground. They should lead you right out.
On my way.
Meanwhile, I am going to escape through this dingy office and,
Oh, can we call flash grenades unicorns?
huh?
Can we call flash grenades unicorns?
Yeah, that does sound pretty cool, actually.
Yes.
Okay. Kido?
Okay, I'm at the elevator. You sure this will get me out?
Positive. The elevator leads to those access tunnels. You can slip
Alright, so, our stay at the Grand Hotel was brief and yet surprisingly fun.
Satisfying.
Ah, and we even managed to get $26,100 out of it. Damn,
Nice.
son! Oh,
What?
only 33% pistol accuracy?
Oh no.
Oh, I may not have directly hit those guys in the room where I got that data from.
Oh,
Whoops.
misfire.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Whatever.
you, Mike. It's Steven. Steven Hack.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see you.
I can see you too, Mike.
Okay. What's on your mind, Heck?
Steven, anywho, just wanted to drop you a line and find out if all that killing I didn't do was worth your while. You get what you needed?
Please, like they could keep anything secret from spies like us.
We do make a hell of a team, huh? When all this is over, if you want to come back and settle in Taipei, I could use a partner in my dry cleaning business. If you catch my drift. Why, that's great that you got it all sorted out. You need any more mayhem while you're in town, you know who to call.
Thanks, I'll be in touch.
Okay, now we actually leveled up.
This is the Brazilians!
Yeah, I figure I'd put a little bit more in shotguns, considering that's the perk that I'm going for. Well, the backup weapon that I'm going for. I mean, my primary is pistols, because they're very good anti-boss weapons. So, long story short, we managed to finally, hang on a second, gotta check my email. Don't want to be proven wrong on this. Huh. Okay, got a little bit more Halbeck data. Send that to Scarlet. Get a better
Halbeck data?
Halbeck, that's the company that's technically...
No, Halbeck, girl!
Well, Halbeck is the company that's technically responsible for the events of this game. They basically kicked all these, everything in this game into motion. So, just figuring out a way to respond to Mina's email. I'll just go direct. Oh, wait, I don't do the clearinghouse stuff on screen because it actually manages to take up a little bit of time. Okay, so, looks like we have enough intel to figure out what is going on with those assassination plans. So, but we shall get that done in a later episode, for that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream. That was my homie Skylar the Creator.
Yeah!
Holla at y'all later.